Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will discuss about reactive intermediates. Okay, so actually these reactive intermediates are produced in situ, that means during the course of the reactions due to some homolytic or heterolytic fission of the organic compounds, or we call them substrates, in presence of some attacking reagents. So today we will discuss about three types of reactive intermediates. First one is carbocations, next is carbon ions, and third one is free radicals. Okay, so carbocations and carbon ions are formed by heterolytic fission of bonds, whereas these free radicals are formed due to homolytic fission of bonds. So we will start our discussion with carbocations. So, what does a cation mean? We all know that cation is a positive charge bearing species. So, here the carbon atom is bearing the positive charge, that is why it is known as carbocations, and the general method of formation of carbocations is simple ionization. For example, we are taking this one, this substrate. Okay, so as I have told you that it is formed by heterolytic fission, that means it involves breaking of this bond, and here the leaving group is chloride. So after the leaving group has left the system, we will get these two. Okay. So this is the carbocation, along with this we are getting chloride, and for this transformation we need polar solvent. So why do we need this polar solvents? Actually this is a stable species or stable compound. After the breaking of this bond, we are getting two charged species which are reactive in nature. So we need something which will interact with this charged species. Okay, that is why we need polar solvent or powerful ion solvating medium we need for the stabilization of this charged species. Okay. So now we will discuss about the classification of carbocations. So the carbocations are classified as primary, secondary and tertiary carbocations. Okay. So alternatively these are known as 1 degree, 2 degree or 3 degree carbocations. So how will you understand which one is primary, which one is secondary and which one is tertiary? Let me describe this one with the help of examples. Suppose we are taking this one, CH3 CH2 positive, that means ethyl carbocation. Here the positively charged carbon atom is holding at least 2 hydrogen atoms, or alternatively we can say that it is attached with at least 1 carbon atom. So this is known as primary. Next is isopropyl carbocation. So here the positively charged carbon atom is attached with at least 1 hydrogen atom, or it is connected with at least 2 carbon atoms. That is why this is known as secondary, and tertiary carbocation is this one, where the positively charged carbon atom is not attached with any hydrogen atom, but it is attached with 3 carbon atoms. Okay. So this is 1 degree, this is 2 degree and this is 3 degree. So generally we can say that RCH2 positive is primary, R dash CH positive is secondary, R dash R double dash is tertiary. where this R, R dash and R double dash is are alkyl or aryl groups. Okay, they can be similar groups also. So now we will discuss about the structure of the carbocations. So let us take methyl carbocation. Okay. So the positively charged carbon atom is here sp2 hybridized. Okay, that means it is having a planar structure and the bond angle is 120 degree. Okay, and the unhybridized p orbital is perpendicular to the plane. So the structure is trigonal planar. Understood? So now we will discuss about the stability of carbocations in terms of inductive effect, hyperconjugation and resonance. So at first we will discuss about inductive effect. So let us take tertiary butyl carbocation, isopropyl carbocation, ethyl carbocation and methyl carbocation. Okay. So we all know that inductive effects are electron pushing effects, right? So here the methyl groups which are added to the positively charged carbon atom are R groups or alkyl groups which have electron pushing effect. So the positively charged species is carbocation, and if anything is attached to it which can nullify or which can diminish the charge by pushing electrons will increase the stability. Here the number of electron pushing groups is 3, here this is 2, here this is 1 and here this is 0. So here the stability will be more due to the presence of 3 alkyl groups. Here 2 alkyl groups are present, so stability will be less than that, and here the stability will be less than this one, and here this will be least stable among this 4. That is why the stability order will be like this. That means we can say that 3 degree carbocation is greater in stability than the 2 degree carbocation, and 1 degree carbocation is least stable. Okay. So here I have taken again 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree carbocations. Okay. So I will explain the stability order in terms of hyperconjugation now. So due to hyperconjugation, the CH bond, so CH bonding electron pair is attracted towards positively charged carbocation, and we will have this structure. Okay. So this is actually known as hyperconjugation, you already know that. Okay. So how many types of CH bonds are like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 hyperconjugative structures are possible, that means 8 more structures. Okay. So here how many hyperconjugative structures are possible? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means 6 structures. And here only 3 structures are possible. That is why the stability of 3 degree carbocation is greater than that of 2 degree, and this is greater than that of 1 degree carbocation. Okay. Now the resonance also contributes towards the stability of carbocations. Suppose we are taking a primary carbocation like this. We know that primary carbocations are least stable, right? But when the positive charge is in conjugation with the double bond single bond system, then resonance is possible, right? So due to resonance, this 1 degree carbocation is getting stability. Or you can take benzyl carbocation, pH CH2 positive. This is also in conjugation with the aromatic system, and we can have many resonating structures because the positive charge will be delocalized within the pi electron system. Okay. And as the number of resonating structure will increase, and accordingly the stability of carbocation will increase. All of these type of effects are showing that 3 degree carbocation is most stable, followed by 2 degree and 1 degree carbocations, and 1 degree carbocation can be stable if resonance effect is there. Okay. So this is the stability order, and reactivity order is absolutely reverse. That means 1 degree is most reactive, followed by 2 degree and 3 degree. Next is carbanions. That means here the carbon atom is containing a negative charge. Okay. The most general method for the formation of carbanions is by removal of an atom or group from the carbon, and the leaving group leaves its bonding electron pair behind. Okay. For example, if we take this one, negative, XY positive. Okay. So this is a general example. Suppose we are taking this one in presence of sodamide. This is a base, we know that. So we are taking it in liquid ammonia. So and this is as salt, okay, Na plus. So in this way carbon ions are formed. So just like carbocations, carbanions are also classified in 3 broad categories. First one is primary carbocation, second one is secondary carbocation, and third one is tertiary carbocation. The example of primary carbocation is, or 1 degree carbocation is like this, CH3 CH2 negative. 2 degree carbon ion is isopropyl anion, same, only the charge is different. Okay. And 3 degree is tertiary butyl carbon ion. So this is the classification of carbon ions, and the structure of carbon ions are different from that of carbocations. So they are actually sp3 hybridized, and they have 4 pairs of electrons, and one of which and exist as lone pairs. For example, we are taking methyl carbon ion. Okay. So if this is methyl carbon ion, so it will look like that with pyramidal structure and one lone pair. Okay. Now the stability of the carbon ions, actually the stability of carbon ions are reverse than that of the carbocations, because let me write the examples. Suppose this one is tertiary butyl carbon ion, this is 3 degree, okay, and this is 2 degree carbon ion, and 1 degree carbon ion is this one, methyl carbon ion, sorry, ethyl carbon ion, and next is methyl carbon ion. So, as you all know that inductive effect is electron pushing effect, and these methyl groups are alkyl groups and they have plus I effect. That means they will not nullify the negative charge, they will intensify the charge, and therefore it will increase the amount of charge and it will increase the reactivity. That means it will decrease the stability of the carbon ions, okay. That is why due to this inductive effect, positive inductive effect, the stability order is exactly reverse than that of carbocations. So, in methyl carbon ion, no plus I group is attached with the negatively charged carbon atom, that is why this is most stable. But in terms of resonance, if we want to discuss about the stability of the carbon ions, so suppose we are taking this one, benzyl carbon ion, okay. So, this negative charge as well as the positive charge in case of benzyl carbocation can be delocalized within the pi electron system, isn't it? That is why this type of system in which the negative charge is in conjugation with double bond, single bond conjugated system or aromatic system can attain stability, okay. So, benzyl carbon ions are stable in nature. Now, actually free radicals are formed due to the homolytic fission of bonds. That means any atom or group of atom that is possessing odd or unpaired electrons, they are called free radicals, okay. That means suppose we are taking this one, and H nu by the homolytic fission of this bond, half arrow, okay. We use half arrow for homolytic fission of bonds. So, methyl radical and along with this we are having again, this will break and we will get again methyl free radical, because this bond will break and another carbon monoxide we are having with that, okay. So, actually homolytic cleavage of a covalent bond leads to the formation of free radicals, okay. And free radicals contain odd electrons, that is why we have used dot over here, okay. And now classification of free radicals. This is same as that of carbocation and carbon ion. So, 1 degree or primary free radical is this one, where the odd electron containing carbon atom is containing at least 2 hydrogen atoms, or alternatively 1 carbon atom it is attached with. This is known as 1 degree free radical. Second one is isopropyl free radical, okay. And 3 degrees tertiary butyl free radical. This is similar, and now the structure here, the structure of free radical is also planar, and the central carbon atom is also sp2 hybridized like carbocations. Okay. Suppose we are taking methyl free radicals. So the p orbital which is containing the odd electron is perpendicular to the plane, and the bond angle is 120 degree. Okay. So this is one type. Another type is also possible where the central carbon atom is sp3 hybridized. Okay. Suppose we are taking this one as R. So this is another type, or we can say that the structure that the actual structure of the free radicals is somewhere between these two. Okay. Now we will discuss about the stability of the free radicals in terms of hyperconjugation and resonance effect. Okay. So here we have taken 3 degree, 2 degree and 1 degree free radicals. Okay. Now in terms of hyperconjugation, we are going to discuss about the stability of these free radicals. So because of hyperconjugation, the odd electron of the free radical undergoes delocalization, for which it becomes stabilized. For example, suppose we are using half arrow, keep it in mind. So after this one, hydrogen free radical, along with this we are having isobutene, and here this one, and here this one. And with the increase in the number of these alpha hydrogen atoms, the number of no bond resonating structures of the free radicals increase, and as a result delocalization of the odd electron takes place to a greater extent, and stability of the free radical also increases. Here you can see that number of these CH bonds adjacent to this free radical is 9. Okay. And here this is 6, and here it is only 3. That means 8 more structures. Eight more no bond resonating structures, and here a total of 6. That means 5 more structures, and here 2 more structures. That means the stability of 3 degree free radical will be greater than that of 2 degree followed by 1 degree. Okay. Now similar to carbocation and carbanion, if we take allyl free radical, here there is possibility of resonance. That is why it will get more stability. Okay. Or suppose we are taking benzyl free radical, then also we will get more structures. More resonating structures means more stability. look at this one carefully, that I am using half arrow in case of free radicals, okay, and a dot. So, more the number of structures, more will be the stability. So, this is all about the structure, stability, reactivity and classifications of reactive intermediates. 3 types of reactive intermediates we have discussed about today. So, if you have any doubt regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below, and if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon to get notification of new videos on my YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.